Kristi Noem is not exactly a household name. She's the governor of South Dakota and a former unremarkable congresswoman for that state. But her name is now popping up for all the wrong reasons. 4 of South Dakota's federally recognized Native American tribes have barred Noem from their lands after she claimed, without evidence, that Mexican drug cartels had a foothold on their reservations and were committing murders there. She's grown very close to Donald Trump and even closer with some of his political allies, like Corey Lewandowski. Noem is on the short list to become the new Hang Mike Pence, a.k.a. Trump's running mate, and she's hawking a new book to help her sell herself to the country. The Guardian got a hold of that book and found out that Noem is the proud killer of what she described as an untrainable puppy, which she says she hated. Now, normally, killing puppies would be the opposite of a political calling card, but weirdly enough, the poor little monster is not the only animal Noem has killed. She said she also killed an uncastrated goat who was bothering her children. Noem apparently thinks this story shows Americans that she's willing to do the tough things like killing puppies. When the predictable outrage ensued, she defended herself on social media, writing, "We love animals, but tough decisions like this happen all the time on a farm, sadly. We just had to put down 3 horses a few weeks ago that had been in our family for 25 years. Red rum." Back with me is Matthew Dowd. You're a political strategist. Make it make sense to me how killing puppies is a thing that you think makes you better and more attractive as a politician.
Well, this leads back to the previous conversation. I mean, I just think what we're seeing is this, unfortunately, this toxic, place that exists in parts of America, including in parts of our elected officials, that is revealed in the course of this. I mean, we all know, any rational human being knows her actions are despicable. She's deplorable. She's Cruella de Vil from the Dakotas. That's who she is. And by the way, I warn anybody, don't take Dalmatians to South Dakota anytime soon.
Please.
In the course of this. But what it says, I think, more fundamentally about the Republican Party is these people believe in the ends justify the means. And it even goes as far as killing pet animals. I mean, think about that. It is, I'll lie if lying is going to achieve my goal. I'll obstruct our democracy. I'll, steal documents. I'll pay off porn stars. I'll do all of these things if it achieves a fundamental goal. And I think how despicable her behavior is. I think she deep down believes that she can do whatever she wants to do if it's in some service of whatever she thinks it is, including killing a pet dog, which she believes is unruly. I guess she didn't think there was an option of giving it away or giving it to a shelter, which I'm sure would have been welcome to take it. And I think that the other part about this, I think, is even more outrageous, is she's proud of it.
Yeah.
And talk to anybody that's had to put down an animal for some health reason or some other reason, it stays with them the rest of their life.
That's right.
It stays with them the rest of their life. She's proud that she did that.